you, sometimes this is what happens on Sunday nights, gang. It just sometimes takes forever for this thing to load properly. Anyway, welcome to Sunday night. Big surprises. Big surprises. Yeah, what the hell would I start? Yeah, anyway. Caps find new and novel ways to keep losing. I think we know what the problem is. It's got to be, the problem I think to be is Thomas Bocoon is in goal. His head is not straight. I don't know what it is. I watched this game last night and I thought, if Bocoon came out for the third period, this is like after the Caps were down 4-1. I thought, okay, if Bocoon comes out for the third period, Boudreaux does deserve to be fired somewhere down the road. Well, he showed up and just kept giving up goals. I don't know. Something's got to get fixed there. But that's neither here nor there. I'll deal with that another day. What we're going to deal with tonight, short subject. Unmotherfucking believable. The Redskins find a way to win a game. Okay, granted it's Seattle, but still, there's not really that much positive you can take out of this. It's okay, you win, but to have an extra point blocked, have a field goal blocked, I mean, there's 4 points right there that you would have had this thing in hand. Basically, would have had Seattle behind the 8 ball, no way to catch up. Oh no. I had a feeling watching this. I thought, well, if Seattle comes back and ties this and sends it in overtime, well, then just find a way to win this thing in the fourth quarter. You knew where I was going to lay the blame. Somehow you can't block on special teams. I don't know. But like I said, there are some positives that came out of this. For some reason, Shanahan somehow rediscovered the running game. Roy Halou got, 108 yards running? 108 yards. Amazing. But somehow they discovered the running game and somehow stayed with it, which is a surprise. But so now that means, hey, we're tied with the Eagles. It's 4-7. We're tied with the Eagles. And New England did a job on them. It was like, oh, I don't know. It was a wild day, if you were watching across the NFL universe, or if you're like me, you get the Red Zone channel, just stay with that until the Redskins game came on. I got to watch the Red Zone channel uninterrupted for 3 hours. And the hell of games there at 1 o'clock, the Houston-Jacksonville game, here you have Matt Leinart, who was starting for Matt Schaub, because Matt Schaub was out for the year. Wouldn't you know, somewhere toward the end of the second quarter, Matt Leinart winds up having some type of a collarbone injury. Now they say he's out indefinitely. So here you had a third-string quarterback who had played, I think it was at North Carolina. And he held down the fort. You got to give him credit. He held down. T.J. Yates is his name. I was trying to remember it just now. But, he held down the fort, which I think surprised a lot of people. Surprised me. I mean, Houston's my starting defense, my fantasy team there for NFL.com, and I ain't never taken that off. That was interesting. We had Buffalo and the Jets. That went down to the wire. Something I'm going to talk about this. If you haven't seen it, you'll probably see it on the Sports Center. Somewhere on the NFL Network at some point. If you haven't seen it, I'm going to explain it for you. Stevie Johnson is a wide receiver for the Bills, and he scored a touchdown pass. You know, he caught a touchdown pass the second quarter. This is against the Jets. You know, so he goes into a little celebration. You know, it's not the Dion dance or anything, but he does just a little celebration. Then he does something that's really got everybody talking. Now, thankfully, this being YouTube, I can demonstrate for it a little bit. What he did was he did one of these things where he sticks his arms out, he's just zooming, and then all of a sudden he decides to fall down to the ground. You know, it's simulating a jet being shot out of the sky or something. When I saw this, and then remember, I had the Red Zone channel, so I was able to see this thing happen live. When I saw this, I thought, you're playing this game in the Meadowlands, okay? Which means it's within sight of Manhattan, Ground Zero. I'm thinking, just on that alone, you would think this is so fucking insensitive. Like 10 years after 9/11, and and you're doing this in New York City, basically. All right, it's the Meadowlands in New Jersey, but you get my point. You're doing this pretty much in the backyard of Ground Zero. What the fuck would you think? You got that much of a death wish? Then they point out somehow tomorrow marks 3 years to the day of Plaxico Burress shooting himself in the leg, which basically cost him 2 years prison time, cost him his career with the Giants, latched on with the Jets. So, you see where this was going. I think it's more of an insensitivity to 9/11 than it is Plaxico Burress. Who gives a fuck about Plaxico Burress, really? But I guarantee you, folks, when you see it, you'll understand the context. But there's your asshole of the week. I think we have a winner now for asshole of the week. Oh boy. Well, that's pretty much. I got a dry mouth here, folks. That's why I'm doing all this. A lot of things. Anyway, that's it. That's really all I was going to do here. Talk about the calf sucking. Redskins suddenly remembering how to win. Oh, well. My God, it's like I lucked out on this. Other highlights here. I'm going to try to go over them quick. UVA loses the Virginia Tech yesterday. God, and didn't even score. God, is that an embarrassment. James Madison football team. I think I talked about this on Friday. They were playing in the Division I AA playoffs. That was a hell of a game, really. I watched this. JMU pulled this out like 20-17. This game hinged on 2 plays. First one was a field goal that JMU actually made this. This was the field goal was good, but the refs called it. The refs said no because somehow they were looking at the football being just above the crossbar or the upright. It was just above the upright, like the football. Like this would be the upright right here. Football was like here. Okay, so they called it no good. But clearly, you looked at the replay and it was. And then then on the ensuing possession, Eastern Kentucky marched down the field. That point, game 17-7. This thing could have been a 10-10 tie. Said 17-7, Eastern Kentucky. You thought, okay, well. Then game gets tied at 17. Eastern Kentucky has the ball. I don't know who the receiver was, but ball is there. I mean, the ball is there, and the receiver is like 10 yards past the nearest JMU defender. All he's got to do is catch this thing. He's in for the score. game's pretty much over at that point. I don't even I wouldn't have thought JMU would have come back. But ball goes over his head. You know, it's just like 5 yards away from him. It's overthrown by 5 yards. JMU gets the ball back, get down the field, kick the field goal, the last play of the game. Hey, it made me happy. So now it's next Saturday. They're playing North Dakota State. It's a 4 o'clock start, 4 o'clock Eastern time. I'm hoping they find some way to get this thing televised around here. They got to find a way to televise it. I probably won't even know till I see it in the paper like Thursday or Friday or, well, Saturday. You know, when I get my morning paper way early. So, but I hope they find a way to televise this game. It make me so happy. It make me so pissed if they don't televise it, I mean. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to talk about. We will catch up to you when I do another video. So, that's fun. So I shall see of all. I shall see of all of you. I'll get the words out. I don't know, but the pictures start sticking at this point. Not only I dry them out, but now the damn picture's sticking. The picture freezes. Anyway, I will see you. I knew it. It does this shit. I'm just going to keep talking here, folks. It's about all I can do. But I'll keep talking. I don't know what else I can do. It always happens. I get finished doing this video, and the goddamn thing freezes up on me. So, one more time. We will try this again. I shall take leave of all of you. See you when I do another video. So, adios, motherfuckers. And that's pretty much it. Go Dukes this Saturday. You know, keep marching. Hey, maybe we'll win another AA title like they did back in '04. Anyway, so I'm done, and that's it, and that too.